What if every scoop of kibble was silently affecting your dog's health, mood, and even lifespan? Feeding your dog may seem like the easiest part of your daily routine. You scoop the food, fill the bowl, and let them chow down. Simple, right? Not quite. Behind that routine lies a handful of hidden mistakes. Things most owners do with the best of intentions, yet unknowingly put their dog's well-being at risk. In this video, we're diving deep into 7 of the most common feeding mistakes, grounded in real science, backed by decades of canine research, and supported by expert insight into behavior and nutrition. These are practical, fixable habits that could completely transform your dog's physical health, mental clarity, and even their lifespan. Let's start with the first one. Mistake number 1, feeding only once a day. It might seem efficient. One big meal, done for the day. But feeding your dog just once every 24 hours can place significant strain on their digestive system. Canines, even domesticated ones, still carry the biological traits of their ancestors. Wolves and wild dogs who hunted, scavenged, and grazed throughout the day. They didn't consume massive meals in one sitting. Instead, they ate smaller amounts as food became available. This evolutionary pattern made their digestive systems more accustomed to gradual intake. When dogs are fed just once a day, especially in the morning or evening, their stomach remains empty for extended periods. This can lead to acid buildup, gastric discomfort, or even vomiting caused by reflux. Over time, prolonged fasting increases the stress hormone cortisol, which can impact mood, sleep quality, and even immune function. Modern pet nutrition studies, including feeding trials conducted by Purina, have shown that dogs fed twice a day exhibit better energy regulation, improved digestive health, and lower stress levels. For adult dogs, the gold standard is 2 meals a day, morning and evening. Puppies and highly active breeds may benefit from 3 to 4 smaller meals, especially during growth phases or intensive training periods. The fix? Split your dog's daily food intake into multiple smaller meals. You'll support a healthier metabolism, more stable blood sugar, and overall better digestion. Mistake number 2, relying only on a food bowl. Sure, it's convenient to pour kibble into a bowl, place it on the floor, and let your dog eat in peace. But feeding from a traditional food bowl every day misses a huge opportunity to engage your dog's brain and help curb behavioral issues. In the wild, food wasn't handed out in a dish. Dogs had to sniff, track, scavenge, and solve problems to access their meals. That natural foraging behavior still lives inside your dog, even if they've never set foot outside the house. When mealtime becomes too predictable or passive, dogs can grow bored. And boredom in dogs rarely ends well. It can manifest as chewing furniture, barking for no reason, digging, pacing, or developing anxiety-related habits. Feeding time should serve 2 purposes: nourishment and enrichment. Dogs thrive when meals become part of their daily mental stimulation. Instead of a plain bowl, rotate in food dispensing puzzle toys like the Kong Wobbler, Bob-a-Lot, or treat cubes that require your dog to roll and paw at them to release kibble. You can also try homemade alternatives, snuffle mats made from old fleece blankets, or hiding food in cardboard boxes or muffin tins with tennis balls on top. You can even combine feeding with training. Scatter a handful of kibble across the yard or living room and ask for commands before releasing your dog to search. These exercises offer scent work, mental challenge, and movement, fulfilling the core needs of most breeds. Canine behaviorists consistently emphasize the cognitive benefits of these enrichment routines. They're not just games. They activate your dog's problem-solving brain, reduce frustration, and provide a sense of purpose. So ditch the daily bowl, at least a few times a week, and make feeding time an adventure. Mistake number 3, overfeeding without adjusting for treats. Those big, soulful eyes begging for a snack can be hard to resist. But every extra treat or scrap adds up fast. In fact, according to the latest report by the Association for Pet Obesity Prevention, over 56% of dogs in the United States are now classified as overweight or obese. Obesity isn't just a cosmetic issue. It increases your dog's risk for joint pain, arthritis, heart disease, respiratory problems, insulin resistance, and shortened lifespan. And the worst part? Many owners don't even realize they're overfeeding. Most kibble manufacturers print generic feeding guidelines based on maintenance energy, the caloric needs of an average neutered adult dog with moderate activity levels. But not all dogs fall into this category. Puppies, working dogs, senior pets, and couch potatoes all have different energy requirements. Plus, treats often aren't included in that calculation. A few training bites here, a dental chew there, table scraps from dinner, they can easily add an extra 10 to 30% of a dog's daily calorie intake without anyone noticing. Here's how to fix it. Learn your dog's resting energy requirement, RER, a simple calculation based on weight and age. Most vet websites or apps like Pet Nutrition Alliance can help. Use a measuring cup or digital kitchen scale to portion meals accurately instead of estimating by eye. Swap high-calorie treats with healthier, low-fat alternatives like freeze-dried liver in moderation, boiled chicken, or even crunchy veggies like green beans or carrot sticks. And most importantly, adjust their main meals based on how many snacks they're getting. If you're doing a heavy training day or rewarding often, cut back slightly at breakfast or dinner to maintain balance. There's also an emotional component to consider. Many owners associate food with affection, but food isn't love. Appropriate care, play, consistency, and boundaries are far more valuable to your dog than an extra biscuit. So next time your hand reaches for the treat jar, ask yourself if your dog really needs it, or if it's just become a habit. Mistake number 4, feeding right before exercise. Feeding your dog immediately before physical activity might seem harmless, but for many dogs, it's a dangerous routine. One of the most serious concerns is a condition called gastric dilatation volvulus, GDV, more commonly known as bloat. This life-threatening emergency occurs when a dog's stomach fills with gas and twists on itself, cutting off blood supply and trapping contents inside. Large, deep-chested breeds like Great Danes, Weimaraners, German Shepherds, and Boxers are particularly at risk. However, GDV can affect any dog, regardless of breed or age. Symptoms to watch for include retching or attempting to vomit without producing anything, restlessness or pacing, a distended, hard abdomen, sudden signs of pain, drooling, or rapid breathing. To prevent this, timing is everything. If your dog has just exercised, wait 45 to 60 minutes before offering a meal. Conversely, if your dog has just eaten, give them at least 90 minutes to 2 hours to digest before engaging in any high-energy play or walk. Also, be cautious about feeding large meals all at once. Divide your dog's daily portion into 2 or 3 smaller meals to reduce the chances of gas buildup. And despite older trends promoting elevated bowls, recent veterinary guidance suggests that raised feeders should only be used under medical supervision, as they may actually increase the risk of bloat in some cases. A few simple changes in feeding and walking timing can protect your dog from a potentially fatal emergency. Mistake number 5, ignoring ingredient labels. It's easy to get distracted by flashy branding or claims like premium or all natural, but ingredient labels don't lie. The truth is, not all dog foods are created equal, and ignoring what's actually in your dog's bowl could mean feeding them low-quality ingredients that harm their health over time. The first rule, always look for named meat proteins. Ingredients like chicken, salmon, or lamb should top the list, not vague terms like meat meal or animal byproducts, which can include lower quality scraps like beaks, feathers, or bones. Watch out for artificial additives, especially preservatives like BHA, BHT, and ethoxyquin, which have been linked to cancer in lab studies. Instead, opt for foods preserved with natural antioxidants such as vitamin E, mixed tocopherols, or rosemary oil. Balanced nutrition goes beyond protein too. A good formula includes omega-3 fatty acids, typically from fish oil or flaxseed, to support skin, coat, and brain health. Probiotics and prebiotics for digestive balance. Whole fruits and vegetables like blueberries, carrots, or spinach, which deliver important vitamins and antioxidants. Many owners are drawn to grain-free diets, but be careful. The FDA has investigated a potential link between some boutique grain-free foods and canine dilated cardiomyopathy, DCM, a serious heart condition. Unless your dog has a documented grain allergy or sensitivity, whole grains like brown rice or oats are often beneficial and more nutritious than grain replacements like potatoes or peas. Finally, check for AAFCO labeling. This certification ensures the food meets minimum nutritional standards established by veterinary experts. If it's not there, skip it. Understanding the label isn't just about picking a trendy brand. It's about choosing what truly supports your dog's long-term health. Mistake number 6, using the same food for all life stages. Dogs, like people, go through different life stages with very different nutritional needs. Feeding a puppy the same food as a senior dog is like giving a toddler the same diet as a retiree. It just doesn't work. Puppies need high levels of protein, calcium, and phosphorus to support rapid skeletal growth and muscle development. Feeding them adult food too soon can lead to nutrient deficiencies or growth abnormalities, especially in large breed puppies. Transition to adult food only when your dog reaches 80–90% of their full adult size, typically around 12 months for small breeds and 18 months or more for large breeds. Adult dogs require steady nutrition tailored to their lifestyle. Active dogs might need higher calorie formulas, while more sedentary pets may benefit from weight control blends that are lower in fat and calories. Once your dog becomes a senior, typically age 7 or older, their metabolism slows, and their needs change again. Senior formulas often include easily digestible protein, fewer calories to prevent weight gain, joint-supporting nutrients like glucosamine and chondroitin, cognitive support from antioxidants such as vitamin E and DHA. Research from the American Veterinary Medical Association, AVMA, and top veterinary nutrition schools supports life-stage-specific feeding as one of the most effective ways to extend both the quality and longevity of a dog's life. Don't let convenience get in the way of what your dog really needs. A simple switch in food formula based on age can make a world of difference. Mistake number 7, dismissing homemade or fresh diet options. Commercial kibble has come a long way, but it's not the only option. More and more owners are exploring home-cooked or raw diets, often under the guidance of a veterinarian or certified pet nutritionist. The benefits of homemade meals are clear: full control over ingredients, avoidance of synthetic additives and preservatives, ability to customize meals to accommodate allergies, digestive sensitivities, or chronic conditions. But here's the catch: homemade doesn't mean healthier by default. An unbalanced homemade diet can be worse than mediocre kibble. Dogs require precise ratios of protein, fat, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. A meal of chicken and rice alone may lack vital nutrients like calcium, zinc, or taurine. So how do you get it right? Use professional tools like Balance IT or consult with a veterinary nutritionist. Follow vet-approved recipes, not advice from random internet sources. Rotate a hybrid model, 50% fresh cooked food mixed with 50% high-quality kibble, making meal prep easier for busy pet parents. Done properly, a fresh diet can boost energy, improve skin and coat health, and reduce symptoms in dogs with chronic digestive or immune issues. But the key is planning, precision, and proper guidance. Bonus tip: establish a calm feeding routine. Feeding isn't just about what your dog eats. It's also about how they eat. Dogs absorb energy from their surroundings, and chaotic or rushed mealtimes can cause anxiety, food guarding, or gulping. This is especially common in multi-dog households or noisy environments. Here's how to create a calm, balanced feeding environment. Feed your dog in a quiet, distraction-free spot. Use barriers or separate rooms if you have multiple dogs to prevent competition. Avoid sudden movements, loud voices, or hovering during mealtime. Encourage slow eating with puzzle feeders or slow bowl designs, especially for fast eaters or breeds prone to bloating. A relaxed feeding experience helps your dog associate mealtime with safety and comfort. It also reduces the risk of digestive upset or aggression triggered by stress. Feeding your dog isn't just a routine. It's one of the most powerful ways to support their physical health, emotional balance, and longevity. By recognizing and correcting these common mistakes, even just one at a time, you're giving your dog the chance to thrive. From timing and portion control to understanding ingredients and customizing their diet with age, these changes are small, but the impact is massive. So now, it's your turn. Which mistake surprised you the most? Have you unknowingly made any of these? Drop your experience in the comments below, because every shared story can help another dog live better. And don't forget to check out our next video.